Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Gerel. Today we're going to be talking about the new NATASHA DENONA Triochrome eyeshadow palette, and I am super excited that I have it here. So I actually want to unbox it with you guys. That's why it's still in this little bubble wrap. So I did order it straight from the NATASHA DENONA website. I did not go through Sephora because I got too happy and completely forgot about the Sephora 20% discount. I know, but anyway, that's okay. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches and the try-on portion of this video. End of the video, I will let you guys know whether this eyeshadow palette is worth it or not. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You can also click on the little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video, which is every single week. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. All right guys, so here is the eyeshadow palette. Like I mentioned, I ordered it straight from the NATASHA DENONA website, and it is $129 for this eyeshadow palette. I don't know if it's broken or not. None of the items that I've ever ordered from her website have ever come out broken because the packaging is like incredible. Besides all of that bubble wrap, you actually get it in a box just like this, and then if you see it right here, it's right in between, even with more paper, more protection. So just like that. All right, so here is the box. So here is the packaging. As you can see, is the same as the box. It does change color as well. And let's just open it up. All right, so everything is really nice. And here is the eyeshadow palette. As you can see, super pretty. All right, so my first thoughts about the eyeshadow palette in person is so much more prettier. My favorite road is definitely the first one right here because it has your green tones, and then you have your purple tones, and then this one right here has more like neutral tones, and you do have your special shades right here in the middle, which they look super amazing. So yeah, let's go ahead and swatch this eyeshadow palette. All right guys, so here we have the swatches for the first road. Starting this way, we have Scrap, Androdite, Scarab, Iron, and Vert. All right guys, so here we have the second road, starting from this shade, Naga, Manganese, Kinetic, Redux, and Tungsten. Alright, starting from this shade right here that you can barely tell that is there, is super light, very much like my skin tone. That one is Vertex, next one is Plutonium, Color Flip, Garmin, Diatonic. In person, they actually look super nice. I actually have to bring you a little bit closer because I'm hoping that my camera is focusing on me and not on my plant. But this is really nice, and I'm really happy with the way that they actually swatch on my hand. All of them felt super nice and creamy. The only one that felt a little bit different and drier is the last shade, which is this one right here, which is called Diatonic. So we're going to try to do 3 looks, one here, and then one at the end. Just playing with the colors, and I'm going to leave the green one for last because green is just so good to me. I love my greens. Purples are not really my favorite color, but they do look super nice on the eyes once you know you have everything set up. And neutrals, you know, you always have your neutrals. All right guys, so I'm going to prime my eyes using the P. Louise base just because that is what I use all the time. And I went ahead and did my brows. All right, so the neutral side, taking this Vertex shade, set my brow bone with it, and it's really like super close to my skin tone, so you can barely see it. All right, now with the same brush, taking Diatonic. This one is more like a peachy shade. I'm going to start working that and just stamping it in place first in the outer corner, and then start working it out. You can really build this shade to a beautiful peachy shade, which is really nice. Now working the shade Garmin, this shade right here. I'm just working that shade in the really outer V. All right, now taking a fluffier brush like this one. This one is the Sigma E27 brush. Start blending the edges. I'm going back with Garmin, working that into the crease. Going back with diatonic and just staying in this area halfway. This one is like a pencil brush, a little fluffier. This one is the E45 from Sigma. I am going to use plutonium and adding it right here on top of the other shades that we have placed, but just really in the inner corner. Just building up the shade so it can really show the intensity. So do your blending, make sure that you're intensifying all the colors to your liking, and then apply your Triochrome shade. Going back with plutonium and just feathering it in a little bit above the other shade as well, so everything can be really nice and cohesive. All right, now using a synthetic brush like this, I'm going to wet it first. And then I'm going to take Color Flip and I'm going to add that to the center of the eye. So this shade, it's a little bit pinky, greenish. All right, guys, so I brought you in like a lot closer. Something that I didn't want to do, but here we are. Just because I actually want you guys to see. I don't know if you're able to pick up the green shade, the pink shade. All right, so let's go ahead and do the other eye. All right, I'm going to take manganese. I'm taking manganese and I'm just going to add it to the outer corner, just like this. Now using a smaller brush, I am taking Naga, this one right here. And I'm going to start buffing the edges on the manganese shade and adding Naga on the crease, and just taking this brush and taking manganese inside, just like so. All right, now taking tungsten, and I'm taking that same brush and just going to sneak it in here. Going back with Naga and a different brush, just so we don't lose that color, because I really do like that color. I'm just gonna add it here in the inner part of my eye. All right, so manganese for some reason is like changing colors on me, and is giving me this weird color right there. I don't know if you see it. All right, once again, I'm going to take Naga, and this time I'm just going to pat it. I'm going to bring it all the way to the inner corner. All right, I'm not going to use Redox because it just looks super cool tone, and yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I just feel like it's gonna turn gray on me, and I don't want that. So let's just go ahead and use now a flat synthetic brush. I'm going to use it dry first, and then if I need to wet it, I will wet it. But I'm going to pick up the Kinetic, and I'm going to add it right here. So it does have some grayness to it, a little bit of like silver, very, very tiny that you can barely see it. But it's mostly purple. I do see a little bit of a pink shift, but not so much. And I'm just adding the shade all around it. I'm picking up some of the brush, wetting it. Okay, so you can see a little bit more of the pink, but not too much, not too much. So I went ahead and curled my lashes and put mascara. I'm just going to finish the lower lashes with you guys so you guys can see. Let's go ahead and start with this one right here. I'm just going to grab a little bit of Naga and going to add it to the inner corner. Taking tungsten right here, and I'm going to blend that in the middle and go in towards the outer corner. With a pencil brush, taking manganese and just adding it to the outer part. and connecting those two together. All right, now taking the same pencil brush and going into Kinetic, I'm just gonna add it a little bit in the middle. All right, taking diatonic with a pencil brush, and I'm going to work that in the inner corner and bringing it around the tear duct. All right, now taking plutonium, I'm going to work that for the rest of the lower lash and just leaving a little space in the outer corner so we can add the darker shade. Now taking Garment and just adding it to the outer corner. All right, now going in with Color Flip and just adding it right there in the middle. Just like that, and now adding a little bit of mascara. All right guys, so this is the final look. This is for the neutral side. And this is for the purple side. So let me know which one is your favorite so far. And I'm going to do another look using the greens, but guess what guys? It is super late and I need to put everything away, so I am going to film that tomorrow and give you guys my final thoughts. All right guys, so I filmed the first two looks on Tuesday and today is Thursday. So all right, let's go ahead and get started with the third and final look. I cannot wait to finish this look. All right, now using this brush, this is the Morphe E17 brush. I am taking Scrap, which is this shade right here, which is the darker shade, and I'm just going to start adding that in the outer corner and just creating my shape. So these shades are super nice and pigmented, and they do blend really nicely. I'm taking Vert, this shade right here. I'm just gonna add that to the edges of this shade, of the Scrap shade. Start blending it and just bringing that shade in halfway. All right, with a pencil brush, I'm taking Ion, which is the neon shade right here, and I'm going to place that in the inner part. You really want to just press it down and connecting it with Vert. Going back to Vert shade, just adding a little bit more of that mustardy shade. Going back with Ion, and just whatever is on your brush, just very lightly diffusing the edges. Taking Androdite, this one right here, and really packing that shade in the very inner corner. So taking the Sigma E59 brush, I'm taking Scarab, and I'm going to really pack it on and just place it on the lid and really press it down and move it little by little to its destination. I love Scarab. I think it's definitely my favorite shade in the whole entire palette, but I already have it in the liquid form and it is definitely more intense. Just really pressing it and really adding it to all of the shades, just like that. Wow, that looks so pretty. I knew the green shades, like the green row, is definitely going to be my road. So all right, so now just going to finish the other eye, do my whole entire makeup, and I'll be right. All right, let's go ahead and finish the lower lashes. I'm going to start with the Androdite and just working it on the inner corner because we definitely lost the intensity of that shade. And going back with Ion. Alright, taking a smaller brush like this one, and this one is the M506 from Morphe, and going in with Scrap, just taking it on the very tip of it and really focusing on the lower lash, on the outer corner, just so we can connect everything together. Alright, so just adding a little mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that you guys seen all of the 3 looks, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the eyeshadow palette. As you can see, the packaging is super nice and beautiful, and after doing all of those 3 looks, I can tell you that the quality of these eyeshadows are spectacular, very nice, beautiful, blendable, definitely something that is unique to my collection. I do enjoy all of these 3 shades, especially after finishing kind of like your makeup and putting the foundation and concealer and you know, just definitely finishing the whole entire look. The eyes really do pop, and I really enjoy having it in my collection. I don't regret buying it. I know it is a limited edition palette, and we tend to hear those words and we tend to think that we need it in our collection. But if you don't really see wearing these colors, then I don't think that is definitely worth the $129. That is just my opinion, but at the end of the day, it is your wallet, and you can make your own decision whether you want this eyeshadow palette in your hands or not. Now, if you were just here wondering if the quality of the eyeshadows is the same as Natasha Denona, definitely. The only thing that I can say is that this right here, I just wish that they popped a little bit more. I know that there are so many indie brands that have so many eyeshadows that are like super metallic, in your face, multi-chromes, that you can also support. So if you are just interested in this ones but you want them to be a little bit more like oomph in your face, then definitely check out some indie brands. But if you are looking for something that it's a little bit more on the subtle side, something that still gives you that duochrome multi-dimension on your eyes, but it's a little bit more toned down, definitely these shades are going to be your best friends. Except for Scarab, that one that I have in my eyes right now, that one is like definitely super gorgeous. My daughter was actually telling me that she can see the different colors in the eyeshadow, which it was really nice to hear. This eyeshadow palette, it's a beautiful one, definitely something that is once again unique to my collection. Beautiful quality on the eyeshadows. The only one that I can say, this one right here that I've mentioned I think in one of the looks, is that it's a little bit more drier, on the drier side. And this one right here, you do have to build it up a lot, the minty one. But yeah, other than that, the eyeshadow palettes, they do perform really nice. They look really beautiful on your eyes. And yeah, very unique, definitely very unique. All right guys, so yeah, that's it for the video. My review is probably going to be like the last review that there is because I'm super late to the game, but that's okay because I actually want to play with the eyeshadow palette and give you guys my honest opinion on what I was thinking about the eyeshadow palette and if I really like it or not. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time.